Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We want to study another tense here, and that is called present continuous tense. There, from the name, it's clear that present continuous. We have already studied an action. It is in progress. Clear? That is in continuation. Uh, if an action is in progress or in continuation, when in present time. Present time means right now. Anything that is happening right now at this moment, at the current time, we use what? We use present continuous tense. Like right now, what we are doing, I'm teaching, I'm talking, you are sitting, clear? You're listening. So these actions are happening. What these action, all these actions are happening right now. So if an action, it happens, it is happening now at this time when you're talking, clear? When you're speaking and something is happening around you, we use present continuous tense in that case. Like the fan is doing what? The fan is turning, clear? It's turning right now. He is writing. I am speaking, clear? So those actions, they are happening right now at this time. We use present continuous tense in that case. In past continuous, we talked that we use helping verb was and were. Over here, we will use is, am, and are. And verb will always be in which form? Present participle. Present participle means verb plus ing. Excellent, clear? Now, let's talk about it now here. I have written here the definition for you. This is the definition. Present continuous tense, clear, it is also called present progressive tense, and it is used to talk about action, clear, that are happening what? At this moment or at the time of speaking. There are three present to be verbs we use in present continuous tense, that is, am, are. Singular subjects is, plural subjects are, and with the only subject I, we use am. Then I have clearly like explained all these three, clear, that when to use. You can have it look like, if you don't understand, you can check it out. And the verb, clear, after is, am, are, we use which form of the verb? Present participle form of the verb, correct? And the negative forms are like is not, and short form is isn't. Are not, short form is aren't, and am not is itself am not. We do not have short form for am not, clear? Here is the positive structure. In positive structure, we use first of all what? Subject. After subject, we will use be verb like is, am, are. It depends like on the subject that which to be verbs we need to use, clear? Then after that, we will use verb plus ing plus complement. For example, we are studying English now. We are studying English now. I am watching TV, clear, now. He is playing cricket now. So can you see all in these, and this is subject. After subject, we have used to be verb, and after to be verb, we have used what? Verb plus ing, clear? Verb plus ing is used at the end of it. So we call it what? We call it a present continuous tense. It was for the positive structure. For the negative structure, we use not, clear, after be verbs. With to be verb, we will just only put not, like is, am, are, is not, are not, am not, clear? And again, we will use at the end verb plus ing. Like we are watching TV, we are not watching TV. We are studying, we are not studying, clear? And the short forms, as I mentioned there, you can also say are not, aren't, is not, isn't, clear, etc. So these are also the short forms of it, clear? The interrogative structure is what? We ask question with is, am, are. Like, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Present continuous tense, I'm asking you right now. That is this action happening right now? Clear? Am I teaching? Are you studying? Clear? Are you playing? So this is what we call it present continuous. If you are asking somebody that if an action is happening right now, you can ask what question with is, am, are. Get it? So are you studying English now? Am I watching TV? Is he playing cricket? So these are the examples. you can see that we ask question with is, am, are. Let's study about more functions of present continuous tense. Function number 1 of present continuous is that we use present continuous tense for an action happening currently, clear, but not at the moment of speech. We can also use present continuous, like we studied the first definition of present continuous. It was what? That if an action is happening right now, at this moment, we use it. But I have written here in function number 1 or usage number 1 that action, clear, action happening currently, but not at the moment. It is happening, but not at the moment. Like for example, somebody asks you outside that what do you do in Peshawar? You say, I'm studying IELTS. I'm studying IELTS. Currently, you are studying it. But at the moment, the way you talk, you are not studying at that time. Clear? So for that type of things, you can also use I'm studying IELTS. Clear? Like for example, what do you do at Excel? Or what are you doing at Excel? Say, I'm studying IELTS at Excel. Clear? In fact, at that moment, you are not studying. The action is not in continuous at that time. But currently, you are studying that. Again, what I have, present continuous can also indicate something that is currently happening, but which is not at the exact moment of speech. It generally refers to something that the person or thing is currently engaged in doing something. Like you people are engaged in taking IELTS classes, clear? Placed continuously over a long period of time, but which is not necessarily clear permanent. Like for example, Ayan is working at Excel Learners Academy. She is running for president. She is running for president. Clear? We can say, I'm living in Peshawar. I'm living in Peshawar. So for this purpose, again, you can use that of your present continuous tense. This is usage number 1. Let's talk about usage number 2. Actions or events planned for future. Present continuous also gives us future meaning, clear? We can also talk about future. It can be talked clear for future planned action. Those actions, they are arranged for future time. Simply by putting, like if you put future time expression at the end of present continuous tense, it changes its meaning to future. Future time expression means, for example, tomorrow, next week, next year, next month, clear? At night. So that is what we call it. The present continuous also gives us meaning for the future, clear? And that whatever meaning it gives, that action or that activity is arranged, is pre-planned. For example, if we say, I'm watching movie tonight. I'm watching a movie tonight. Now, can you see I have put what at the end? Tonight. So now what is tonight? It's future time expression. Clear? It's future time expression. So entirely like I'm watching TV, it means you're watching TV now. But if I say I'm watching TV at night, so what does it mean? That you are watching at night, not right now. Are you getting it? For example, she is running for president next year. Can you see what we have put at the end? Next year. So it gives us future planned actions. Like I'm taking my driving course next month. I'm taking my driving course next month. We are watching a movie later. We are watching movie later. Clear? So all those actions, if you put future time expression at the end of present continuous tense, it gives you what? It gives you future meaning. Is this clear? It was the second usage of present continuous tense. Function number 3 of present continuous tense is we use it with adverbs. Clear? You can use them with what? With adverbs. We can also add adverbs relating to time between be and the present participle. Between what? Between be and present participle. Clear? We can add adverbs. Where we can add like be verb. What is be verb? Is, am, are. Plus you can add adverb here. Adverb. Then you will put what? verb present participle like verb plus ing. So between SMR and present participle form of the verb, we can put what? We can put an adverb. Clear? Uh, so if you do like this, present participles to specify or clarify when or how frequently something happens or occurs. Like if you want to identify, you want to clarify that how often something happens, we can add adverb of what? Adverbs between to be verb and that of verb plus ing, clear present participle. And it tells us how frequently something happens. Like here are some of the examples. I'm already leaving. Can you people see here? I'm already leaving. So what we have already? It's an adverb. And we have put what? Am and leaving between these two. So it means I'm leaving sooner than I expected. It means this one, clear? Like you were expected to leave at 4 o'clock, but you leave before that, before 4 o'clock, clear? So we can put that off. It gives specific meaning that when you are leaving. For example, she is still living and she is still living next door. Can you see still? She continues to live in next door, perhaps longer than was expected. Like she was not like you are still living here, like you are not expected to live here, but you are still living, clear? So still is an adverb in this case. Let's talk about function number 4. We can also add up adverb, clear, the adverb always. You can use adverb always, the same formula between to be verb and present participle form of the verb. There is also special usage when the adverb always is used between be and the present participle rather than literally meaning, clear, that the action always happens, clear, as you might expect, and instead means that that the action, clear, very often happens. We use this in as a means of adding hyperbolic emphasis on how frequently something happens or occurs, and it usually implies that action or even questionable, irritating, or undesirable to some degree. Look, if you put up that of always in present continuous tense, what does it mean? Like before, when we added, there of adverbs, rest of the adverbs, and that of your function user number 3, that mean what? That before expected time, clear, or after expected time, something happened. But if you use that of always, it can be a sort of irritation, annoying type of things. Like for example, you're always coming late to the class. Are you getting it? So to the speaker or the person he talks to you, it is annoying or irritating for him. You're always coming late to the class. Here are some of the examples, then you can understand in a better way. My brother is always leaving dirty dishes in the sink. Can you see here? My brother is always leaving clear dirty dishes in the sink. So what we have is always. So now it's something irritating. It's not considered as a positive sign. Clear? We use that always. It is used as a negative sign for something. For example, the used car I bought is always breaking down. Is always breaking down. So it's a sort of what? It's a sort of irritating. It's a sort of annoying. For example, you're always losing your phone. You're always losing your phone. Clear? So for that purpose, we use that of an adverb of always. Usage number 5 for present continuous tense, that there are verbs, clear, stereo, we call them stereo verbs. If you don't understand about stereo verbs, you can go and you can watch complete video on stereo verbs, clear, is present on my YouTube channel. What is that stereo verbs? That stereo verbs cannot be used in ing form. Here are some of the stereo verbs that I have mentioned here. You can have a look. But for more detail, if you want to understand better and about stereo verbs, you can watch that complete lecture on that. These are stereo verbs like, dislike, remember, know, trust, clear, believe, etc. Need, understand. They are considered as stereo verbs. So stereo verbs, remember, are not used in ing form of the verb, but we will use it in simple present tense or simple past tense. But it will give you what? It will give you continuous meaning. How? For example, love is a stereo verb. So when you tell someone I love you, something is happening right now, but we don't say I'm loving you. Why? Because love is a stative verb, and stative verb cannot be used in ing form. It will be used in simple present tense, but it gives you continuous meaning. Like I hate you, I miss you. Like if you say I know you, I believe you, I trust Allah. You trust Allah now, right now, but we don't say I'm trusting Allah. I remember you, we don't say I'm remembering you. So stative verbs are not used in ing form, they are used in simple present tense, but it gives you continuous meaning. And the same way it's in the case of past continuous. You will use in simple past, clear? But it gives you what? It gives you continuous meaning. But again. So there was the last usage, like the way I have used here some of the example. I know him, I'm knowing him is incorrect. I need a pen, I'm needing a pen is incorrect. Clear? If you don't understand about steady verbs, you can learn it in a better way, because we have recorded one 1 hour lecture on that. You can watch that. Thank you.